Hello friends, today we are going to see some of the features related to Apple Pencil first generation used on this iPad 8th generation, that is a year 2020 model. This is a basic iPad model, right? You can see it here. It has a camera at the corner, right? And so also it provides the 3.5 mm jack, fine. And then this here at the top there is a power button, right? And then here this one is an adapter for the magnetic cover. Here down at the bottom we have touch sensor, isn't it? We can just turn this off or switch off the screen, and then maybe with the touch ID it is possible to unlock it, right? So this is touch unlock type of feature. You can see it's a very nice built and gray color model here, okay. And this is a iPad Apple Pencil first generation. This pencil it can be charged directly from the iPad, right? Lightning port, right? So with this can be attached here at the bottom. So as soon as we attach it, it takes hardly 10 to 15 minutes to charge the pencil completely, and we can check the charging status of the pencil. We can see here, this is a pencil charging status it is showing, right? This is iPad battery status and this is the pencil charging status. So please make sure before using the pencil that it is charged and it is paired with the iPad. As soon as we connect it, the iPad will identify the pencil, and this is compatible with the first generation pencil, right? The iPad Pro versions they are compatible with the second generation pencil. So a lot many features have been added. This is iOS 14 provided in this 8th generation iPad model, right? We are going to check with the drawing feature of this tablet. So let us take a look at the user interface here, isn't it? We can identify this touch screen. So with pencil also we can scroll through this iPad windows, right, in order to search for the app. So for the use of pencil and for writing the hand notes and drawing purpose, there is one particular application included with the iPad, that is Notes. It is a basic version but sufficient enough for the new users of iPad, and not exactly for the pros or for professional work, but basic drawing features as required by the school students or maybe simple presenters, teachers. This will be quite useful. So let me just click. Let us start with the initial setup. First of all, just check on the top right corner of the screen. There is a pencil symbol. Click using a Apple Pencil so that it will enable the drawing tools. And right corner there are 3 dots. Just disable the draw with finger option. We are ready to use these tools. Let us see what are the various tools available in the drawing section. First of all, from the left hand side, the second option is a pen, color pen, whose opacity we can adjust like this. Similarly, we can select the stroke size from the various options. I will select the larger one, and let us draw some simple strokes. I can even adjust the stroke pattern, okay, and adjust the opacity. We can see this opacity is adjusted for the same color. We can even choose a different color for the same pen, and its intensity as well we can adjust. So I'll select green color. Let me just try this green color here, right? Then let's try the red color. You can see on the right corner of the tools tab we can choose by tapping the color. Not only this, we can choose from a variety of colors, nearly 256 colors, and even more customized color options are there in the form of spectrum and slider. So generally the grid option is sufficient enough to choose. So I'll choose the purple color here by tapping on it, and it will be reflected down at the bottom. So let us draw with it, right? Now let us check with the next option available in the drawing tool at the bottom. It is a crayon pencil. So children may like, or maybe school kids may like this option very much, crayon. So here again we can adjust the opacity, we can adjust the thickness, and let us draw with a blue colored crayon. While holding the pencil, if I hold it absolutely perpendicular to the screen, it will give thinner line, right? But if I try to hold the pencil slightly tilted, then it will give a thicker line, okay, like this. Fine. And we can add we can select slightly lesser thickness, and thinner line will be produced. So thickness we can adjust, opacity we can adjust. The pencil tilt will also bring about different strokes. Okay, now let us try the eraser option next to it, right? The eraser option, as we select, it will be initially set to pixel eraser. So pixel eraser means you can choose the area you want to delete like this, okay. If you hold the pencil vertically with respect to the iPad, it will be thinner, and if you tilt the pencil, then the thickness of the pencil eraser will increase. You can also erase by object whatever you have drawn in one stroke. That complete object will be erased. So let us erase one of these lines. If I can tap on it, it will be erased. Again I can tap on this, it will erase. You can undo your work. If you by mistake you have erased something, you just click undo on the extreme left, okay, and it will be restored back. By pressing undo, all the drawings are restored, okay. So undo, redo options are there. Now next thing that we are going to check is the scribble, the pen where A is written on the extreme left, okay. This is scribble. Whatever we write here on the screen, it will be converted to text. We have to write it freehand like this. So let me type hello. It will be immediately posted as a next statement below the drawing, hello, okay. Similarly we can just type this is iPad video. It will be posted in the same line, okay. So you can always tap on the enter key down at the bottom, okay. Let us come to the next tool, which helps us copying an object from one place to another. So that is just next to the slider rule. We can copy and paste it. Let us now move ahead and see how to select the background. By tapping the three dots on the top right corner, we can choose whether we would like to have lines or grids on the background of the page where we are making the drawing, right? So here it is initially set to blank page, but we can select the ruled one for the purpose of drawing in this case. So let us select the ruled one. Our canvas is ready, and let us click on the pencil symbol so that tools are active, and we can start drawing immediately. So let me just put some captions here. How to draw diagrams. Using iPad pencil, Apple Pencil, and so here in this case it is Apple Pencil first generation, and iPad 8th generation. Let us start. The first and foremost drawing we are do is lines, okay. So simple lines we would like to draw. By freehand, generally these lines they will appear to be random, because we don't have we are not very good at drawing straight lines. But the note offers an option that where you draw a particular line, okay, it will be slightly tilted, maybe according to the shakes in our hand, but just hold it at the end and see it gets converted into a straight line. So again I draw, hold, and it will be okay. So as at the end of my drawing, let us say I complete the line and at the end I hold it, so it will be converted into a straight line digitally. Let us now draw lines with arrow. Okay, so many times we require arrow headed line, so we draw a line, okay, and we make an arrow at the end and hold the pencil on the screen for a while. It will get converted into a straight arrow. Okay, so this is a very interesting feature that it offers, that it identifies the diagram, the iOS 14, and it will convert it into a digitally corrected and exact diagram, right? Sometimes we may want to have double headed arrow, isn't it? So double headed arrow can be drawn freehand, and then as soon as we complete the drawing, we hold the pencil on the screen for 2-3 seconds. It will get converted into a double headed arrow, right? So it looks quite nice. I think you will enjoy using this. Let us move ahead with a broader arrow, especially required for the flow charts or maybe some diagrams, some illustrations. So let me draw a broader arrow, and please remember that broader arrow, it will draw only in one direction, right? Double headed broader arrow is not identified at present by the Notes app. Okay, maybe in the future it may provide update on, so it may be able to identify more shapes. Now let us start with some of the geometric figures, maybe rectangle or a square as required in many cases. Okay, so rectangle, we start drawing a rectangle, and wherever we complete the rectangle and hold the pencil tap itself on the diagram, so that rectangle will get converted into a perfect diagram. Similarly, we can make a square. Okay, I'll just make it on the right hand side, right? Okay, just let me if you somehow leave it, and you can just undo and then complete the diagram. So this gets converted into square. It is very easy and very convenient, very fast way of drawing it, right? And we can always reposition them and paste it anywhere in the diagram. Let us now consider some more shapes here, like let us say we can draw triangles and circles. Okay, some more geometries which are quite useful. So let us consider drawing a triangle. Okay, if there is a correction, then always you can use a eraser and draw it, the triangle. Okay, right. So see, triangle, it gets again the Note application can identify the shape and convert it into an exact triangle. So it saves quite a lot of time. You don't require drawing it with a slider, placing a slider rule here. Okay, let us try to draw circle, or let us say pentagon. We draw first pentagon. We have drawn rectangle, we have drawn triangle. Let us draw pentagon. Generally it will draw very, but if you try to draw hexagon or maybe higher number of edges, then it will approximate it to pentagon only. Let's draw a circle or an oval shape. Either one we can draw it as per the requirement, and this Note will be able to identify, and it will be able to work. So we draw and hold, it gets converted. Okay, let us draw an oval on the right hand side. Many times we don't require drawing circle. Sometimes for flow chart purpose we may require oval shape. So various colors and sizes can be done with this. Okay, now next very important feature here is that the dialog balloons can also be drawn. Many times we would like to illustrate some text or something with a dialog balloon. So balloon can be drawn, and it's very easy to, again, Note identifies how to the diagram, from the diagram, that it is a balloon, and it's very handy tools for various illustrations, presentations, right? So let us draw a balloon. Right. So we can see it is converted into balloon. Of course, you can vary the size and slightly shape. Okay, it may be on the right hand side, left hand side, as per the convenience, any color, right? So these are the various shapes. I think it's quite a handy number of shapes which are useful for the maybe school kids or simple presentations. We can include making flow charts, illustrations, right? Simple the geometric diagrams. So let us check what we have drawn so far. First of all, we have drawn the lines. Okay. Then followed by the lines which are with arrow head, right? Then double headed arrow also it is possible to draw in this. Then the broader arrows, then rectangle and square, triangle we can draw, pentagon. Okay, then circle or oval shape we can draw very easily, and lastly the balloons. Okay, so it is quite useful and very simple, and this is a free application. You don't need to make any separate purchases for that. And as you grow in experience, naturally you may shift to the pro versions of the app. By that time you know how to effectively use the freehand writing applications on the iPads, and it's very smooth, very silky, and very easy to use, right? Now let us check once the drawings are drawn here, we'll be able to save it through some application. So again, on the top right corner, 3 dots, we click on it and it gives options either to share or send a copy, right? So we can click on send a copy, and then the options are to send it through AirDrop or through email. Okay, or maybe save it as images, right? We can save it as a file on iPad, so even import it to Acrobat. So if we click on the save to files option, right, so we can click on the save to file option, and of course here this diagram is a different one as I'm demonstrating how to save. So it gives option that it will be saved to the downloads, right? So this way we are able to get the diagrams done and saved and shared with our presentation in other applications. Thank you.